Oh, hi there. What's that you say? Oh, it's me fishing again out here on Watts Bar. I'm getting about 1 to 2 opportunities a week to fish. It's blowing 30-mile-an-hour winds every time I come over here. But the good news is with this new microphone, I'm hoping that it's not going to matter as much. It seems like this has really done the trick for the people who are having a hard time hearing me. But yeah, I'm right back where you've seen me fishing a bunch here lately. I am absolutely determined to find some of these stripe. If you were watching that last video, I managed to catch a really nice walleye. Oh, dang, I'm on the bottom. I didn't realize how quick I'd find the bottom out there, but let's see. I'm gonna move around. I just got here. I've literally thrown like 2 casts. 85 goings fishing. You did need to be jealous today. Y'all gotta go check out 85 Goings channel and watch his son, man. He caught like a 7-pound stick. That was the best part of that video. Actually, the best part of that video was him catching his biggest fish. That was really, really cool. I enjoyed that. I like watching anybody catch a big fish, but when I see a child catch one, it's always just amazing. But yeah, I just got here. This is literally my 3rd or 4th cast. I can't remember. I threw the Alabama rig a time or 2. I'm going to quickly try to get set up in here and see what the wind wants to do with the boat. I'm hitting the bottom quite a bit right now, so I know at least right now I'm definitely too shallow. In fact, here's some proof. Whenever you're picking up shells and rocks and stuff like that, you know you're too shallow. So let's get that out of here. So I'm going to go upstream a little bit. And I can see a big old, right there's a school of crappie in front of the boat. I see those about every time I'm in here. Well, I guess what I'm eventually going to have to do is try to see if I can't throw a lure. Actually, how funny, I already see a group of fish out here. I don't know if they're the kind that will hit, but we're going to find out pretty quick. Now, the thing is, there are some bad storms coming. I would think fish right now would be very inclined to eat with the weather that's headed this way. But then again, I don't know. I don't seem to be very good at being able to use weather as a guide for when it's going to be good fishing. Sometimes I'm like, oh man, today's just going to be blow your mind, incredible, and then it's just nothing. But let's see what we got on here. We've got David Galasso. We're going to find out today, son. No jacket, must be nice out. You know what? It is 68 degrees. Not even gonna lie. Now, when the wind blows, it is kind of cold. I'm just enough of a wimp that when the wind's blowing a little bit, I'm getting a little bit chilly. I'm determined to catch one of these big old dang striper. That one really got me on fire when I saw that one. I think what I'm gonna do, it looks like the wind is actually gonna carry me up towards the steam plant today. That's going to be kind of cool to see how different that is from what I'm used to. But yeah, I'm just going to throw out here for a few minutes to just see what happens. Hope everybody's had a nice long weekend. I've had a couple of days off to spend time with my wife. And today I came out and started to throw a lure. I probably have about an hour and oh, wait a minute, it's 4:30. Hey, maybe I have more like an hour and a half. We're gonna find out. But I like the way the current is moving right now in the wind because it's keeping me roughly right here where I like to fish. That's pretty cool. So what I'm gonna try to do today is look around some. I see a few fish laying out here pretty far away from the boat. I don't think I can get to them. Well, even with the wind, I got that castaway out there. Now, how cool would it be if you all are watching when I hook into something that weighs 30 pounds? That would be cool. Let's see. Hello, Jacoby. My buddy start panting like dog. Start panting like dog. What the heck? I don't even know what that means. But since I'm not hot, I will not pant. Oh, I'm on the bottom again, I believe. Yep. All right. I'm gonna turn. Oh, it's kind of windy. It's a little bit windy. What's this? Message retract. Oh, come on, dude. There we go. See ya. Sorry, I just don't have time for that garbage. Man, I mean, I don't know. You all need to get a job or a life or something. If you're on here making foul jokes and crud, gee whiz, this is about fishing, man. Come on. This is about fishing and living the American dream. It's not about being stupid. Hello there. Linda Shroop. Please have a shout out. Hello, Linda. Is it Linda Shroop? Hello, Linda Shroop. I can't fish them in Massachusetts. It's snowing really bad. Man. I literally just got here. I don't know if any of you all happened to be watching on the last video that I did. I caught a walleye, my first walleye ever, right here where you see me sitting right now, roughly right in this exact spot. And it was over 6 pounds according to the information that I found. Hello, Snoozing Quill. Snooze and Quill. But yeah, I caught like a slightly over 6 pound walleye. And if you do want to see that, it's dark. I didn't have great footage of it, but it is on my last live video. Let me look around and see what I'm looking at out here. Right here's the drop. Do I see any fish hanging on the drop today? Possibly. Well, I'm still shallow. My goodness, this thing right here will dive deep. Let's get this way out here. All right, here we go. That's what we're gonna see. Oh, there's a few right there. Wonder if by any chance I could sit right here. I see some out here. Drop that down a little bit deeper. I don't think my shallow water anchors are going to hold me right here. I believe it's just too deep. It is. So I'm going to get those back in. I'm going to try to make a quick determination on what these fish want. I'm hoping that it is about anything I throw at them, because that's kind of fun. So let's see, I see a drop out there and I see what looks like maybe a couple of fish sitting on it. Maybe right in there. It's kind of hard for me to tell sometimes. I hope everybody's doing all right and having a good day. Dongs, Neben, use hot dogs. Fish love hot dogs. That's pretty cool. I would imagine probably any kind of fish would eat a hot dog. Carp, bluegill, probably anything, honestly. But I'm specifically fishing for some large fish that I don't know if they would eat a hot dog or not, to be honest with you. How are you all hearing me today? How's the volume on that? And is the wind so bad that it's annoying to listen to me talk? Y'all let me know that. I do have on the microphone that should help with that, so I'm hoping that you all can hear me okay. Now let me get over here some. I'm going to try a little bit differently than I've been fishing in here. I'm going to try a couple of different approaches. I'm going to try to do just a little bit more drifting than I normally do. See, what do we got? My lure is up in about 6 feet of water. I'm slowly bringing it out towards the 7.5 foot mark. Okay. Okay, let's try this direction. That water, now that water is a whole lot deeper. Whoa, we can't have that, buddy. Hold on a second. Woo, had that thing rocking and rolling there for a minute. Let's just see. The wind caught my lure that time and it just went and went and went so far. Boy, as soon as the sun went down, it started getting chilly already. But compared to how it has been, this is really, really nice. I'll give you all a view of what I see. Oh, let's see. There's the, if you're wondering what all that loud noise is, there's an interstate right there. That's Interstate 40. You're looking at the westbound traffic, and right behind that is State Route 70. All right. Woo! All right, the wind is popping pretty good. Man, it's pretty cool when you can throw this lure not even very hard and throw it like 150 yards because the wind's got it. That thing went way on out there. I'm gonna try a variety of retrieves. I'm not seeing a whole lot to get excited about on the electronics just yet. I'm sitting in fairly shallow water. Let's see, I'm in about 7 feet of water right here. I threw up in about 6, and now I'm pulling it back out here towards 7.5 or something like that. I'll gift if you catch something. Well, the chance of me catching something is very iffy, and you will have to watch till almost to the end, because usually what happens right here where I'm sitting, about everybody that's been watching these videos will tell you, this fishing specifically right here where I'm sitting gets really good in the last hour before dark, or actually more like the last 45 minutes to 30 minutes. These fish really start getting active right here. And so you'll have to watch till almost dark. But we'll see how it goes. I could always downsize and try to catch something small, but I'm really trying to catch something larger. Let's see, what do we got here? We've got, fair enough. Did you catch him? It's fine. Happy poop. Oh, happy poop to you too. All right, so let's see. I'm not really seeing much right here. I'm gonna go up this direction. My brother was fishing in here the other day and was actually catching, what do you call them? Was actually catching shad, big shad, not little bitty ones. He was catching those big old, like 12, 14-inch shad. I think he was right over off this bank, sort of where you're looking over there, kind of that direction. Here comes the wind again. When it gets windy, just bear with me if you will. Yeah, it may take me a while. Hi. Who said hi? Mingo's Management. Hello, Mingos. Glad to have you around the channel. I'm fishing live today. It's kind of not the best weather on the planet, but there is a storm that's headed this way that I would say has the fish at least interested in starting to kind of look for some food before it gets so nasty. I think it's going to rain several days in a row, and it rained several days ago, so it's kind of a good downtime, I think. Let's see. Anybody home out here in the deeper stuff? Now at some point, I'll switch your view up. I'll give you all different views as the day goes on. Right now, there's really nothing to get excited about to like say, oh man, check this out on the, you know, if there was, I would be showing you some other stuff out here. I'm just kind of looking around. I'm letting the wind kind of blow me up here towards the steam plant. Oh, I can see my lure out there. I'm only in about 6. Okay, now there's some right there on the bottom. I see some right there. I see some sitting up here on the bottom. That's kind of interesting looking. Let me see if I can get up here towards where these fish are at. Oh boy, hold on to the waves. I'm gonna have to hang on to y'all for a minute because the waves are kind of rough momentarily. Okay, let's see, what am I looking at right there? There's 3 things sitting in about 12, 14 feet of water. They pretty much, they look like they're on the bottom. When they're just sitting on the bottom like that, they could absolutely beat anything. How's the volume? Anybody who happens to be watching, hopefully you can hear me pretty clear, and also hopefully the wind noise is not too bad. This microphone has really been amazing so far. Because when you're on this thing, you can't hear it. You can't hear that wind typically. At least I can't. No wind. That's fantastic. Thank you, David G. If I catch a fish today, I'm going to name it David G. The USS David G. What's it doing where you're at, Mr. David G? Is it icy, snowy? What's it like up there? You're honored. I'm honored to be your friend, David G. So I'm just kind of looking around. I don't normally come up this way because I don't think they're generating today, which actually may be a really bad thing. There's a lot of wind, but they're not generating. Normally this water would never let me go this way. It'd be blowing me back this way. And so the wind is actually taking me up in here to areas that I normally don't fish. So maybe this is a good thing. Oh, let's see, what do we got? Boat just got to the mechanic. We'll see what they say. Okay, cool. Snow starting to melt. Good, good, good. Nice. Man, I hope they work with you on that boat. Mr. Galasso has a boat project he's working on. He has got a transom. Is it a transom that needs repaired? I think that's what you were telling me. We'll give you all a view, just kind of something different for a little bit. Man, the wind is blowing so hard, it's knocking this thing around. Who is this diva? Depends on which one of my viewers you're talking about. I don't think I have any divas on my channel, but you never know. Oh, it's just so nice out here. If the wind would die down some. 70 degrees in Fort Lauderdale. Man, that must be so nice. No, it's me. Well, thanks, Kimber. You know, always wanted to be a diva. Man, the wind's really strong right now. Super strong at this moment. Daggum. Step over here for a minute. Well, thank you. if the money's good. Donald, Diva, if the money's good. Thank you, Kimber. I hope the money is good. Let's see. All right, let's see. I'm still not really seeing fish that are active. Not really a great sign, to be honest with you. Let's see. Let's see. I'm just going to try some different things because I normally don't get to fish right here very well. Man, there's just nothing at all on the electronics. And what will happen, I'll let you know if they start moving around, but like that last time that I filmed and I caught that big walleye, they came out and, I mean, I don't know that they were all walleye, but it was a huge group of fish that came out right at dark and started feeding around, and I just threw in there and caught that giant walleye. And I don't know much about them, but man, that was fun. Timber, I'm crying. The way the way he said is amazing. Y'all, this is just too much fun. The only thing that makes this any better is when you actually catch one. Oh, son, I think there's one hanging out on this rock over here. Who's your daddy? Come on, fish. Come on, bite my plug. I'll put you in the boat. Those may be small. The lure I'm using is definitely not small. It's big enough that not just anything's going to come after it. Large, even medium-sized bass would have no problem with it, that's for sure. But like those little 1-pound stripe, probably not going to touch it. Oh, I'm glad you think it's fun. We're normally pretty crazy up in here, pretty relaxed. I don't typically cuss and carry on, tell dirty jokes. Let's see, which kind of makes me boring to a lot of people. That's all right. We'll throw this way over there. Bomb it. Got him. Let's see if we can get one out of this mess. Oh, I feel it in my bones. Anytime now. I'm in about 13 feet of water. I'm drifting. I'm drifting towards that tower that you see. Now, the other thing is, if you've been watching these videos with me, you'll notice the only smoke is the one out of the small tower right here. What is that feeling in your bones? I feel it in my bones. The fish. I don't know. I don't know what that feeling is in my bones. But I can feel it. There's something about to hit this thing. It's right over here. You know you want some. That's my puppy dog. Come on now. It's just you and me, Mother Nature. Well, I hope these fish wake up here any minute now. Let's see, what do we got? Give me some fish. I hope so. Come on, fishy fishes. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Get your fish on. Frink, 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 frink. Get your fish on. Don't, 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 don't. Listen to me now. I got a jerk bait. Bite it with your mouth. I know. Let's see. I'm going to just keep kind of looking around up in here. It's a little bit deeper water than I'm used to fishing in right here. At least in this general area. What do we got? Free prawn. Free prawn. Get your fish on. Get your fish on. Free prawn. Listen to me now. Gotta take this seriously for a minute, see if I can't catch a fish. Oh, that wind blowing behind me right now feels so good. It's warm. Oh, there's some right there, and they're on the bottom. They're just up off the bottom. Let me see if I can get one of these right here interested. Oh, it's a whole school of them, folks. Let's see. What is this? Oh, man. Let's see. There's a whole school of fish right here. Oh, my lure needs to sink. Get down there. Come on, get down there. I'm looking at an entire school of fish right here. And they're about 3 feet below my lure, not moving currently. Not moving. Not moving. Oh, they're just chilling. Wait a minute. Is that one looking at it? This one kind of looks like he's looking at it. Come on. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that's promising because I actually saw for the first time today so far, I saw an entire school of fish down here. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Oh, hold the door, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna have to have something that will get down pretty quick. Those fish are holding in about 13 feet of water. That is a good sized group of fish right there. Now, what are those? That's the $50 million question. Okay, I gotta get serious for just a minute, if y'all will forgive me if I actually fish here for just a minute. I can't let this group of fish get out of my sight because it's actually the first time today I'm actually seeing anything. It's a good looking school of fish right there. What is that? Oh yeah, let's go. Oh, I'm excited. I'm actually starting to see some fish. Okay, guys and girls. Here we go. Come on, y'all, cross your fingers. Come on now. Somebody in that group. Work with me now. So I've got a nice group of fish out here. Big group of fish spread out pretty good. Don't know what they are. I need this to sink. Come on, sink, sink, sink. I haven't seen any fish grouped up like this in here. This is quite a few fish. And they're pretty good size, but they're spread out. Sorry if I'm not chatting much right now. I'm definitely wanting to know what this is. That is a good sized group of fish right there. What are you guys and girls doing? See, this lure has a weight on it to help it get down, but it's just not sinking. Now, behind the small group of fish that I'm looking at, there is, forgive me, thank you. He's got, what's that? He's getting his fish on. Yeah, I'm getting my fish on at the moment. Forgive you, twitch it. Twitch, twitch, twitch. But there's a good sized group of fish out here. Oh, I'm right above their head. They're not moving. Okay, I'm gonna have to try something else because even though these look like what I'm looking for, they're not so much as even moving an inch. And remember, there's no current today, and normally there's a lot of current right here. At the same time, these fish that aren't interested at the moment, here in another 30 minutes, oh my gosh, they are everywhere. What is that? Okay, I'm swapping over to the Alabama rig because I have to know what this is. There's so many of them. There's so many fish laying in here right now. I mean, my gut feeling is it's just going to be striped, but oh my gosh, there's a bunch of them. And usually when I see that many of them and they're just sitting there, they're not usually very willing to eat. What are you guys? I'm right above their heads. They're showing no interest. Well, that one kind of did. Okay. Hang on now. That one kind of acted interested. Y'all give me just a minute. I don't want to lose these. What is this? This is an awfully big school of fish to be sitting in such a small little area right here. Let's see. Man, that should be glowing like a beacon. As big as that is. All right, let's see. I'm right there with the group of fish, whatever they are. Not interested. Not interested. Not interested. Let's see. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. Whatever these fish are, they are just totally dead to the world, and it is a giant group of fish. What is this, I wonder? I'm throwing the Alabama rig. I wonder if that's like, I'm actually just letting it float right through the middle of them since they don't seem to want to hit it whatsoever. I don't know what these fish are. They're just chilling. Let's see what we got. Kimber, Hog Slayer. Hello, no luck yet. What state are you in? I'm in Tennessee. I'm in the eastern side of Tennessee. And I haven't been here very long. I don't have a whole lot of time to fish. There are so many fish right there in a group. I wonder what that is and why would they not hit that? Let me see if I have something smaller on. Let's see. Sorry, I keep sniffing. I can't help it. Got that nose that's running. I don't immediately have anything smaller tied on. Hello, Florida. Florida. Well, I'd like to be in Florida right now. My wife and I were in Chattanooga earlier, and she joked and said, you know, it's not that far from here down to Orlando. She was kidding, of course, because it's from where we were, it's probably 8 hours. I'm wondering if I need to put on a very small jig of some kind because there's so many fish right here in the middle of this and yet nothing whatsoever interested in feeding. I'm gonna look at some different spots here really quick while I'm up in here. Let's see, there's some right there. I'm just trying some different stuff. Like I said, I normally would really have to work hard to keep my boat where I'm sitting right now. Normally the water is flowing pretty quick and you can't just sit here very easily. It's actually a lot of work to sit right here. You're either running the trolling motor a lot or you're on spot lock or something like that. Okay, I just went by some more fish. They're not interested at all. Okay. So at least for now, at least just right now, these fish are completely inactive. I'm hoping here in 30-ish minutes or so that that's going to change. It's not worth it. Stay where you are. Culprit curly tail 7M pumpkin seed. Yeah. Florida. Oh, I bet the bass fishing down there is just something else. We don't have anywhere near the kind of bass fishing here that you have there. I mean, it should tell you something that when they announce anything about bass fishing here, they're like, we're releasing more Florida strain largemouth. So you all have the bass. Let's see, what do we got right here? There's some more fish just chilling right here in the middle. Let me see if I throw this, if they have any interest in it at all. I may actually have to get over here and chase them down. I'm just kind of looking around in case you're wondering what I'm doing. What are you going for? Any crap? I'm actually not crappie fishing. I was doing that quite a bit until I came up in here 3 or 4 weeks ago and I hooked up a very large rockfish or striper, whatever you want to call them. I got it right to the boat. I was able to get the people that were watching me live to see its fin. It came up to the surface, just kind of moving around, and I got the camera out and I showed everybody there's its fin, and they could see it moving around. It was huge, and it got off right. It broke my line as I was trying to lift it into the boat, and purely my fault. I didn't think I would be catching anything big, so I wasn't prepared in the least to catch something that big. But since then, now that's all I'm thinking about. I want to catch another one. I'm determined to catch one of these big stripe out of here. I've been catching them up to 3 pounds, 2 to 3 pounds, the smaller ones. But I'm trying to catch some of the big ones, some of the big boys or big girls. I don't know if they're big boys or girls. There is a little deep hole right here in the middle of all this. And I see that now that I'm here, and I'm wondering, is that where all those fish are sitting? I've always heard in the winter the fish are going to go to the deepest spot in the water when they're just kind of sitting. And that's what I'm seeing right here, is a bunch of fish just sitting in this one little spot. And it's making me wonder, is that what they're doing, or are they just in the deepest little hole they can find? But as it starts to get a little bit darker, I'm hoping something in here will come to life. They get really aggressive, it seems. So I hope everybody's doing okay. They're delicious. Definitely not a northern state. What are you going for? Now I did catch a walleye. It's my first one ever. I went fishing as a kid once, but I don't remember being one of the people who caught them. I remember everybody else caught one or two, but I didn't catch any. But just recently right here, I caught some, and it was absolutely amazing. This one weighed, my guess and somebody else's guess online, it was just over 25 inches long. And so they were guessing it at just over 6 pounds. That's exactly what this is. There's one little deep spot in the water where I'm sitting, and all these fish are just sitting down in a group in this deepest little spot. They're not biting. I'm not even getting them to move whatsoever when I bring a lure by their face. But at least, hey, they're there. Let's see, what do we got? Go to the deep, because the water is warmer. That makes sense on the surface. That makes a lot of sense, actually. So, let me switch you all. I'm going to show you our delicious as well on pike. Yeah. Everybody said I should have kept it. I probably should have, but I was more just in a fishing mood and not really prepared to keep anything. I'm going to see if I can get you all to where you can see my, let's see, how am I going to do this? Give me just a minute. I'm going to move you all around just a little bit. Give me just a second. Well, that's not going to work. How are we going to do this? Nope, that ain't going to work. I need you to be where you can see what I want you to see. That's not it. Is that it? That's not it. Give me a second. Try not to make you all throw up. Well, we're getting close. Hold on. Bear with me. There we go. Okay, bear with me. Walleye are delicious. Yep, I agree. Perch, just perch. Said hi. Hello, Christian. All right. Let's see. Let me look around for a minute. I'm running the trolling motor for just a second. Pickerel is something I haven't had. There was somebody on here a minute ago named David. I believe he has eaten pickerel. I think that's what he told me they're called. Now, see all those? That's what I'm talking about. And guess where those are sitting? They're all sitting down in this deep little hole. And I can run this right by their face, and they're just not interested at all. You can see my lures coming down right there. That's it, going to join them right there. I'm gonna just kind of bring it really slowly above the group, just a hair. So slow. I'm probably actually hitting some of them with a line. Nothing, no movement, nothing. Chain pickerel are good eating. All right, so that's not getting them interested whatsoever. The wind keeps blowing me further back up in here. I'm wondering, let's just go ahead. I'm not going to fight the wind for a minute. I'm going to actually just go with it. I'll show you what the wind's trying to get me to do. I'm going to move you again. Sorry. I'm trying not to make everybody motion sick. But I know I am. You have to be just about it. All right. There we go. I just kind of want you to see what I'm seeing. We're going to go up in here for a minute and just kind of look around. Put a beetle spin. You know what? I don't have a beetle spin. Would a beetle spin be for something super large? I know there are plenty of small fish in here. There's plenty of shad. My brother was catching those the other day. But I really, really am trying to stick to something big enough to get one of these big stripe interested. Going nice and slow. Let's see, let's look around. See how there's just nothing up here once you get up to this area. As soon as you get out of that deep hole, man, they're done. Lipless cranks for pickerel. There you go. I knew David G would be able to tell you. That David G's a good guy. Fish really slow right here. Really slow. I'm right there on the bottom. I think that's just something under the water. I don't think that's fish, if you're seeing what I'm seeing. Let's go over here a little ways. You never know when you're going to get back here and find some little pocket where they're sitting. I do try live bait. I don't have a setup for the type of shad fishing to catch the big stripe. Most of the people, if you go right now and you go try to buy those shad at the bait shop, they want you to have one of those big round tanks. The reason being, those shad that they catch the big stripe on will die in a matter of minutes if you don't have the right setup for them. And they know that. And so, you know, when I go in there with my little boat without one of those live wells, they're like, you probably don't want these big ones, man. They're just going to die immediately. And they're right. I mean, I can't say that they're wrong. Now, there's some small fish. Y'all see those little small fish right there? Let's see. Right there. That's a group of small fish. I wonder what those are. See them all right there in that cluster? Oh, I wonder what that is. There's definitely something right there. Let's try that again. Well, there's a little bit of current flowing right here now all of a sudden. See, I'm starting to actually go backwards. Wonder what those are sitting down there. They're right on the edge of this big wall that you all are looking at. Okay. You know, maybe with a little bit of luck, they just started generating. And if that's the case, these fish are going to actually start getting up and moving around a little bit more. I have fished with shiners some. We used to do a lot of stripe fishing, and we would use shiners for that, but we would drift them below dams. Now that probably would work here. If I had to guess, I'd say that would work. It's going to fish. Cold water, slow motion. Yeah. Need to slow down a little bit. The problem with my Alabama rig and below me is a lot of rock. And if I slow down too much, I'm going to go right into the rocks. And usually get fairly lucky getting it out, but not always. I mean, right there, I'm not even reeling it, and I'm barely staying above the bottom. Just barely. I want to know what those little fish right there are. I'd have to probably flip up to a, switch up to a small jig momentarily to see if I could get any of those to hit. They look kind of small. I'm drifting right now in case y'all are wondering what I'm doing. See, there's the bottom. See, boy, it's so easy to hit the bottom here if you don't keep your rod moving. There's some nice fish under the boat right now. Let's see, where's it at? Right there. Well, I don't know if you can see them or not, but let me get untangled up here for a minute. Ah, come on now. Yeah, there's enough current here that my boat doesn't want to make headway very well. Let's go, boat. Come on, you can do it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Oh, there's a bunch of little bitty fish right there. Look at all those. I got the Alabama rig stuck good, boys and girls. Oh, there she came. Okay. I thought I'd already lost it. Whew. That was close. All right, what do we got? Light tackle. Yeah, I definitely, I know I could switch up right now and be catching some smaller fish. I'm just really and truly holding out because in the evenings, these bigger fish will start hitting here. Let me go back out here where I'm used to catching the stripe. That's further out this direction. You'll see on my bottom map that little hole that I'm talking about. You see that dark blue hole? That's the hole that they're all up in. In fact, if you watch that and then watch at the top, you'll start to see them as I get to this deep little hole. There's a whole bunch of them just chilling out in here. Well, there were. Let's see if they're still here. They were all up in here, that's for sure. Well, that's interesting. Where'd they go? There they are. See them coming up there? They're sitting out in this little hole. All those fish. And I've thrown a little bit of everything. Nothing seems to have really made an interest. You know, they don't seem to be interested whatsoever. You can clearly see right there, I'm all inside the group of them. With that Alabama rig, nothing's happening. Nothing. So I don't know what those are, but nothing whatsoever as far as the reaction goes on those. All right, give me just a second. Okay, sorry. I do have a few crankbaits. Those same fish that you're looking at right there, I have a feeling are the same ones that here in about another 30 minutes are the ones that start getting out and getting really active. But until then, they're just not really interested all that much. And I have crankbaits, I have all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna let it hit the bottom, man. I'm right in there with the fish. I'm going underneath them instead of above them this time. Nothing. Nah, they're not moving yet. I'll give them a few minutes. We'll see what happens. You could jig. I guess if I had a jig with me, I could be jigging for them. Oh, I'm hoping those fish right there will get a little bit crazy here in a few minutes. Time to switch to dynamite. It starts getting pretty cool in here in just a little bit. You know, if they're going to hit at all, it seems like right at dark. When I'm about to be like, I think I'm going to have to get out of here, is about the time they really start hitting. I could put on a single little 2/8 Kitech, I guess, and roll it around. I've been fishing in here quite a bit over the last few weeks. I've kind of got the hang of how they act in here, and they're just not ready to eat just yet, I don't think. And there's definitely a whole lot less current than what there had been. It's seriously not helping that they're not generating in the, I mean, very little. Normally when I'm sitting right here, the boat's moving about 10 miles an hour just based off nothing but current. What I think I'll do is get over here and situate the boat the way I normally do. I'm getting pretty close to that spot anyway. Oh, there's a warm breeze. You can tell it's going to be rainy and nasty here in a few days based off how it feels out here. I don't really catfish much, to be honest. I catch them by accident. I mostly am kind of fishing for, when I fish, I'm usually fishing for bass. I switched up just for here in the next, month or so until the bass start hitting again. I've just kind of switched up to stripe, and I think that's a school of fish laying right there at about 35 feet. And what'll happen is once they get aggressive, they'll start coming up. You'll see them chasing that Alabama rig or jerk bait or whatever else I put above their head. They're at the right depth, 10 feet. That's about where I think they'll be when they start feeding. I do hunt. I used to hunt a lot more than I do now. In fact, I hunted and pretty much didn't fish at all, and then just did a complete swap. Now I pretty much only fish. I had a 200-acre hunting lease and finally got rid of that. I gave that up because I just wasn't using it. I have this channel, and I've kind of, ever since I got this channel, I sort of have just been kind of fishing more than anything and enjoying, making videos and stuff like that. You see, I see that fish right there, and that's the kind of fish, where that is at right there. is where they'll start stacking up when they start hitting. And again, I don't know if that's the right time just yet, but once they do start picking up and feeding some, these fish that I'm seeing right now are the ones that I'll be fishing for more than anything. Those right in there. A little bit of a flat right here. Almost felt like I just had a hit, to be honest with you. Huh, I wasn't paying a lot of attention. But, yeah. I'm liking how some of these fish are starting to look right over here. And that's what we want. See, now we're up on the shallow. You can see on the bottom screen on the right side, I'm in that orange area. And that's when they start coming on up into that shallower water, I start catching more fish. See all those right there? That's a bunch of them up in there. That's a whole bunch of fish in shallow water right there. Let me get this over here to them real quick and see if it's by any chance something that I could catch. Nice. Turkey season's coming up. Heck yeah. I'm fortunate to live on a little bit of property. I don't have a lot of turkeys, but there's usually just about every year there's one gobbler that kind of comes in and hangs out behind my house. All right, I'm going to throw a jerkbait on that group right there. Let's just see what that is, if whether they're starting to get interested in feeding or not. It's usually pretty easy to tell if those fish right there are hungry. There's so many of those in a group, I don't know that it would be what I'm after, but it could be. Oh, I think it's about to get good up in here. Let's see, where are those? There's some all up through here. Let's just see. I'm just kind of positioning the boat. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Hey, I appreciate that. Yep, I try to do this a couple times a week. I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate all your comments, and I would be a little bit more willing to switch up and try a lot of different baits if I wasn't specifically trying to catch something, you know, like a more specific target. Since I'm aiming really for these stripe that are up in here, and especially the bigger ones, I'll kind of stick with some of these bigger baits for right now. All right, let me get over here. I'm going to turn the boat around because you can see I'm getting into some shallower water. And what I'm going to do is get the boat positioned for the rest of the evening and just kind of put the shallow water anchors down and kind of just chill. Let's see. I'm going to get right over here, and then I'm going to turn around when I think I'm about to a good spot, which I think probably somewhere in here should be pretty good. Right about in here, maybe. Let's see. Give me just a minute, folks. And my batteries appear to have gone dead in my remote. It's always lovely when you're least expecting it. All right, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have to move this out of the way for a minute so I can see a little bit better. I'll switch you all to this. And then I'm going to kind of go back out here just a little ways. Hello everybody, if you're just joining in, we are fishing. I'm back after the big stripe again. Now that I've hooked that one, I've been coming back up in here just almost exclusively fishing for the big stripe. I've about stopped fishing for everything else just because I'm so determined to catch one of these big ones. Let's see, haven't caught any yet today. They're not generating as much current as they normally generate right here. And I don't know how that's going to affect them, but it seems like the fishing's pretty slow so far. So not a lot going on here, I'm telling you. These fish just, I don't know, they've kind of changed how they're behaving in here, and I don't know if it's just because, see, there's a good school of fish right there. Well, there was a good school right in there a second ago. Huh. I don't know where they went, but I did have a school right there I was going to throw into. They move around like everything else. They don't just sit still. All right, let me look around for a minute. Definitely not seeing much right now. These fish are going to have to wake up a little bit for us. Let's see. I think that is a school right there of something. Yeah. Okay, so there's a school of something hanging right there. See those coming onto the screen? Right there. I'm going to try to position the boat and get to where I can throw into those. That's about the right size of what I'm looking for. Now it's just a matter of, is it late enough that they're hungry yet? Is kind of what it boils down to. Yeah, they're moving around good. There's one. There's one finally. Oh, hey, this is a good fish too. This isn't a small fish. All right, finally, one of them decided to come play. Finally. I thought that was a pretty good looking school of fish right there. There we go. We finally got one. Some of my fans that gave up on me have already gone. I'm sad, but that's okay. This is a good fish. There he is. I see him down there. It is. It's a stripe. He's a little bit foul hooked, but not bad. Let's see what we got here, guys and girls. Can you be still long enough for me to get this off you? Yeah, be still. I'll help you out. There we go. Oh. Okay. This one's kind of small, but this is sort of like what we're after. That's kind of a small one, but at least we got one. That's not a bad looking fish. Okay, and now I have to wonder, does that mean they're about to come out and start playing? Because once they start showing up like that and they start hitting some, I usually can catch a few of them. And that one hit pretty good. I mean, he was pretty aggressive about it. So let's see if we can get another one of his friends to come in. That's what I'm after, but boy, I'd like to have one that weighs about 25 pounds. Oh, on the bottom right there, I believe. Now, I don't know what that is. That's a big school of something right there. That may be small bait fish, but there could be something giant up inside there with them. Hey, Fluke Daddy. Yeah, that was the first one. It's slow. The current is very different. Everything about today's different, but you can see the fish right there. Whether that's just a big group of shad or what, I don't know, but when there's small fish, there's big fish. That's what we want. We want to start seeing these fish chasing right now, and then when they start doing that, hopefully I can get into some. There we go. That's what we want. Let's see. Let's see if we can't get us one of these big 25 pounders out of here. Well, the problem is I threw that up into such shallow water, he's on the bottom. All right, I'm going to kind of take turns throwing between the Alabama rig and the jerkbait until I see if there's anything specific that they tend to be more interested in. So that water's so shallow, I'm getting down on the bottom real quick with it. Yeah, I'm dragging the bottom in a big kind of weight. Come on, guys, where's the big ones? That's what I want. I want you big boys. I want the big boys and girls to come out to play. There they are, see them? Right there. If I had some little small Kitech on, I bet I could wear those things out, but I'm really trying to find the bigger ones. That could be crappie right there. I don't have anything real close by to try to see, but it's not really what I'm after anyway. Okay, so what's happening is I'm getting into the bottom because those are up in shallow water. So let me switch to a crank or a jerkbait that won't go down quite that far. All right, I'm going to use a crazy little shad looking type bait that it won't get anywhere near as deep as that last lure was. And so what's cool about that is I can probably keep it right above their head when they're in 2 feet of water or 3 feet of water. See, right there it is, and I can see it's in 3 feet of water. And so if that same group of fish is still in here and they're hanging out at that depth, I have something a little bit more tempting for them. I see some right there. I'm gonna turn my boat. Oh, there we go. See that? That's what I want. Let me get up here and turn into these. That's more like it. Now I'm staying right above their head. Well, it's been a beautiful evening. When the wind settles down, it's been really nice. There's a school of those things that are flying all over the place. I'm hoping that they'll get into some kind of pattern here in a minute to where I can actually get to them quickly. See, there I am. I'm only 2 feet deep. What baby? OMG, congrats on the baby. Miley Sirius. Don't know what you're talking about because I don't have any babies on the screen. I still don't know what you're talking about, Miley Sirius. Sorry. These fish are getting ready to wake up and it's going to be crazy. Miley delirious. I'm sorry, I just didn't see what you're talking about. I didn't see a baby on the screen. All right, let me see. Let me work my way back over here. I'd like to find that school where those were chasing, because that's the ones I was actually, right there they are, see them? Come on, dudes, what do y'all want? I'm hoping these guys are going to wake up here in a minute and start feeding. They're in there. They're right there. Let me turn the boat just a little bit away from them so I don't get right up on top of them. See them right there? Let's see. Well, come on. Y'all wake up. They're going back into a little bit deeper water right there. See if I can catch one out of that mess. They're in between lures. They're kind of sitting in two different depths to where I'm going to have to, man, oh man, let's see. I wish that wind would stop. Ah, come on, man. Where are you? I know you're in here somewhere. They're in here somewhere. All right, folks, we are fishing for big old striper. Not having any luck so far today. I did catch one. Oh, there's some right there. Now that's the kind I'm looking for. You see, although it may be harder for you to see them, but there's a group of fish down through there on the bottom, and that's the ones I'm after, right there. I'm gonna keep throwing a variety of stuff until I find something these things will eat. Just a matter of time. Okay, let's see. There's the fish I want right there. Let's see if we can't get this out there. Oh. This current is so different than what I'm used to. I'm having a hard time figuring out how to fish in it. I'm so used to it coming towards me, and instead of coming towards me today, it's, wow, I feel like I'm getting a ton of hits right there, but nothing actually, that's gotta just be on the bottom. Boy, I felt like I had a ton of hits right there. Nope, it's on the bottom. Let me try that one more time. That almost felt like fish were trying to get a hold of that. Let's try it again. Current's got me in so many different crazy directions, I can't tell what's what. Man, these fish are exactly where I want them, right there. almost feel like they're hitting at this and they just haven't got the ones with the hooks yet. That'd be kind of weird. Normally it doesn't take that many swipes for me to get one of them. Where did you guys go? Right there. That's weird. I'm gonna try that again. Oh yeah, I am. I'm getting hits. There's one. There he is. Took him a minute. Ah, there's one, boys and girls. We got one now. Back, Bailey, I finally caught something. I've got one on. Fish on, boys and girls, fish on. Tootsie roll. Hip it up, Tootsie roll. What we got here? Oh, boys and girls, it's the right species. Yeah, buddy. I knew I had it in me. Now this is what I'm saying. It's getting dark. They're getting hungry. Can you say, well, golly bum, Paul, I dropped my whole dang rod in the lake. Get that out of there, dude. Finally. Now they're starting to get interesting in here. I'm starting to see them chase. I'm starting to see them move around. That's a good 75 pounder. All day long, got it, my queen. Look at, check it, chow. Wow. Yeah, buddy. Oh. And I'm gonna tell you what's exciting about that. To me, is I was getting smacks left and right on that, but they were hitting the dummy baits. But I had a bunch of hits on that. So I'm hoping these things are about to turn on now that it's getting a little bit dark. Boy, I got a ton of smacks on that before I caught that one. They were like bam, 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 bam. Get it, don't stop, get it, ho, 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 ho. We're gonna ghost town. There you go, he's chasing it. Come on. Oh, man. That one was chasing. It's about to get good, boys and girls. I can just feel it. I feel it in my bones. Gonna catch a teacher. Let's see. Oh, man. That was really interesting there for a minute. A whole school of fish. There's a hit right there. There's a hit. There's a hit. They're just hitting the wrong baits. Come on, guys. Come on, guys, get the right bait. Oh, it's about to get good, y'all. I have this feeling it's about to get crazy. Now that it's getting dark, fish are getting hungry. Once they get hungry, it gets good up in here. I'm just kind of looking all over the place. I think I just hit the bottom, or I don't think that was a bite. Wow, I don't know, that felt awfully good. Yeah, I'm right on the bottom right there. So one would have to come up off the bottom to get that. All right, I gotta find that school of them again, because that was crazy for just a second. It may not seem like it, but there for a second I had a bunch of hits in a very short amount of time. I'm telling you, these fish get wild right before dark. The little hybrid stripe that I catch, they feed in the middle of the day, and then right at dark they just stop. I mean, they completely stop feeding. But it seems like the stripe really don't even get start until right now, which is kind of strange, but you know, what do I know? I'm not a stripe whisperer or something. It's not like I'm a stripe whisperer. Come on, where'd you guys go? Don't leave me now. Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Puff, listen to me now. I know you're in here somewhere. I gotta adjust this maybe and go a little bit deeper. There's some magic little spot right here. And when I find it, it seems like it usually is really good. Hi, Kimber. Let's see. I don't see any right there, but unless that's some on the bottom that I can just barely see. What we were looking at earlier when I was getting so many hits is a whole school of them came through. I don't see that school right now. Hopefully it'll come back through here in a few minutes. It looks like it could rain any second now. Okay, let's see if we can get one. I'm trying to figure out exactly where it is that they're sitting so much. 28, 23. Nothing that time. Where did that school go? There was a very distinct school of them around there. I'm gonna go out here deeper for a cast or two. At some point, they're gonna start coming up out of that little low, deep spot. It should be coming up towards the shallower water to feed. That wind's starting to get a little bit chilly. All right, nothing there. Nothing over there, nothing in here. Don't see anything out there. Oh man, I wish I hadn't lost that whole school of them. That's when it was good there for a moment. What am I looking at on the screen? Is that a penguin? Or is that a ghost? This old man's eyes don't work like they used to. Kimber, that's cute. Well, unless I find that school feeding again, I don't know if I'm going to get another hit like I did. Boy, that was really good there for a minute. I wish I knew where they went. Let me scoot back out here a little bit. Whoa, that's some wild looking stuff. What is that? Well, those are cute, whatever that is. I like those. I don't know what they are, but they're cute. Okay, right there. Let me see if I can get something out here. That's probably not far enough. Oh, come on, man. Is that Nemo? Is that what that is? I'm still looking for that school that came through because it had so many fish in it, but I guess they're chasing them all over the place, and so I'm not having any luck finding them right at the moment. My goodness, there's a whole lot of things in there. What in the world are those apples? Bailey? Bailey and Kimber are having a contest of little thingamajiggers. Just a matter of time. I'm gonna bust a good one. Oh, that almost felt like a bite. Oh, that felt like the bottom. I'm not having much luck keeping this up off the bottom. It just keeps wanting to sink right down. Ah, come on, man. Where are you dudes? I must have scared them. I know it's going to get good here in a few minutes. I just don't know if I can wait it out or not. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff. What is that cute little thing? Well, there are just all kinds of critters on the screen right now. I don't know what any of this stuff is, but it's cute. Whatever it is. It's a good way to pass the time since I can't catch a daggum fish. Let's see. I had that nice little school of them, and I just cannot find them again. I'm going to grab my jacket because it is starting to get kind of cold. I'm kind of rotating shallow, deep. Nothing. I think I see a few right there in deep water. That's what I'm looking for, those right there. If I had to guess. Yeah, right there they are. They're sitting. It's kind of hard to see them when they're just sitting right on the bottom. Right there they are. Okay, let's see if I can get to these real quick. It's probably very hard for you to see them, but they're out there and they're just sitting on the bottom. Where'd you guys go? No. Nothing. Nothing. 3 hard languages to learn. Chinese, oh my gosh. Yeah, Japanese and Cantonese, Kimberese. I like that one. It's hard enough for me to speak the slang we speak around here, let alone some other language. Well, I had that one active school. I managed to catch 1 fish out of it. I guess I'm up to 2 for the day. These fish are just behaving very different today than what I've gotten used to. Don't really know exactly what's going on with them. We do have some crazy storms headed our way, and I don't know if they're starting to kind of figure out where they want to go spend that nasty time or what they're doing. Maybe they're up in the bed asleep for all I know. Where did you guys go? Looks like there's something kind of following my bait right now, but I don't know if that's what that is or not. Oh yeah. Oh, there are a bunch of small ones after it. Okay. Well, that's better than nothing. I did have a bunch of little bitty ones kind of chasing it around. From a real diva. You know what's real? Especially Kimber's. Spoken from a real diva. Kimber's country girl diva. Fish, I need you all to wake up before it gets any later. Golly bum, it's getting chilly willy. Let's see. Get you back. Get you up one layer. I see a few there, but I shot them really short. Yeah, come on, man. Just get one more before it gets too dark. I'm trying my best to catch a fish out of here, buddy. There's a few little bitty ones right here in front of the boat, but nothing that I'm wanting to catch. Let's see. Ooh. All right, going back to what? This right here. All right, going back to the jerk bait to see. I'm hoping that the jerk bait will become a player here in just a minute, because oh, there's one. I got one on the jerk bait. I saw a whole school of them. Oh shoot, got off. That's okay. That's okay, because the reason that's okay is because it makes me feel better when I say it's okay. There was a whole school of those, and they all came right up off the bottom. Where'd you guys go? Dang it. Where did you guys go? Boy, they were sitting down in this little low crevice thing. And as soon as I came across them, they all just sort of lifted up off the bottom, every one of them. Where did you guys go? That might be them right there. Let's see. It's kind of dirty in there right now. I'm having a hard time seeing. Where'd you guys go? Man, that was so cool. There were like 3 or 4 of them. And I threw this. I didn't even see them. And then bam, there they are. I'm telling you, these things, normally by now, they're starting to really get aggressive. See, I'm down in about the 9-foot range right there. Let's see, where are you guys? There's fish under me, according to the electronics. Let's go back in a little ways. What I probably need to do, what I normally do is I get up in here and I sort of anchor myself down with my shallow water anchors, and then once I find them, I can stay on them. But right now, I'm just kind of floating all over the dang place. Do you ever feel like a piece of crap floating through the wind? I can't catch fish again. Give me some real bait. Fish, where are you? I see something that looks like fish. Tonight in your life is the 4th of July. I don't know the words. Sad. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, get your feelings hurt. The big fish got away, way. Maybe that's them right there. If it is, maybe they'll come back up. There's some right there. Come on. At least I think that's some. Right there. Right there. I think that's some right there. Hang on. Let's just see. I got to... Boy, they hide down in these little crevices. It makes it very hard to find them. Golly bum, I cast that a mile out through there. There we go. Come on. I think that's right above a school right there. Come on, guys. Anybody? Is anybody out there? Better than most singers out there. Oh, I'm the real P. Diddy. I'm the real P. Diddy. Will the real P. Diddy please stand up? Boom, 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 boom. It would really help me tremendously if I could see. It is amazing, isn't it? You know, I taught these guys all I know. He's the diddler. You know, I hate to do it, but sometimes I just have to go P. Diddy mode on these fish. Been living most my life in an angler's paradise. Oh, there's some. Let's see. Why do we? Oh, I got one. It's kind of small. It's okay. Well, it's actually not that small. Tell me, why do we eat crappie? There's a fish on my line. It's about time. Been living most our lives, living in an angler's paradise. Whoa, this fish is bigger than I thought it was, y'all. Hang on now. Golly, dude, calm down. Oh, daggone it, he got off. Dadgummit. That dude got off at the boat. Come on, there's more. These things moved up into some mega shallow water, it looks like. That one was really shallow. Dang it, I've got a dip net in here too. You know, when am I going to learn my lesson? There's a fish on my line. It's about time. There's lures in the water and water in the power. Fishy, fishy by the line, fishing by the hour, but I can't get a line because I ain't no spin. God, I've lost my mind out here, y'all. Oh, man. Whew, I don't know why I'm not in prison yet. This guy's crazy up in here. Which voice? There's so many. There's the voice inside my head. Dadgummit, I can't believe that got off. I even brought my dang dip net. Of course, it's underneath a bunch of stuff. Oh, I just had a hit. Come on. Oh, man. Oh, I just had a hit. Hang on. Are these fish starting to get shallow? Is that what's going on? Hank Williams. Let's see, Hank Williams. Is Hank Williams who sang that? Preacher man says it's the end of time. Paul catch a fish on his busted his dime. Boy ain't got no play cause he can't catch fish. Noah'll be a good man then, yeah. Something like that. I don't know. Your cheating heart. These fish are starting to get a little bit more active now. I've had several bites in the last few minutes. I just lost that one right at the dang boat. But interestingly, I had thrown up fairly shallow when I caught that one. Are you guys moving in shallow to feed? What are you doing? I went cats in the cradle. That cracks me up. My boy got home from college just the other day. He said, Dad, let's go fishing. I want to play. So I gave him a dime and an old banjo. You can't fish because your mama's a told. Told is the right way. It's the nice way of saying what I started to say. Then I realized he was just like me, yeah. My boy was a stupid dummy like me. Well, you ain't got play and you cannot sing. Hope you make a living doing something, cause it ain't gonna be fishing, my son. You were a wild, crazy man, you see, yeah. My boy was just like me. There they are right there. Let's see. I'm gonna throw this over here where I see some right now, but boy, they're in shallow water. Oh, Paul, you missed by a mile, son. I missed these fish by a mile. And then some. Somebody, no, the radio. Oh man. Hey, I learned something really cool that you may or may not know. If I can think of it, I'll know it. Okay, so not many people are going to know this. Hans Zimmer, who is the composer who did movies like Batman, he did a bunch of really good movies, fairly recent, Interstellar, some of those. Did you all know he was the guitar player in the band The Buggles? That blew my mind. I did not know that. You know The Buggles. I sing this song cause it was back in 92. And there was something that I could not trust to do. Oh, oh, oh. I saw a fishy. Oh, oh, oh. Video killed the radio star. In my life, in my mind, catch me a fish every time. Oh, 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 oh. There ain't no sunshine when Paul's gone. Boom, boom, boom. Only cloudy every day. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, let's get one or two more real quick before it gets dark. There's some right there. Oh, son, I see them. Right there. Get it. Get it. Come on. Where'd you go? Oh, doggone it. I'm so busy singing, I quit fishing. There they are right there. Come on, come on, come on. Here, fishy, 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 here, fishy, fishy. Here we go. There they are. Oh, come on. One of these guys going to eat this. I know he is. Look at him. Look at him. Bam. Wait. That's an entire school of them right there. Dadgummit, Paul. They hit. I missed. Throw some Tracy. Tracy Lawrence. You got a fast car. Is it fast enough that I can fly away? Time to make a decision. Stay here today, live and die this way. I know it can get better. We got nothing to lose and everything to choose. I remember we were dying in my car. Speed so fast, felt like I was drunk. Here come mommy with the front out. Oh, wait a minute, that sounds almost like Men at Work. Traveling in the fade out combi. Tracy Lawrence, wait a minute. Do you mean, wait a minute. Tracy Lawrence, that's country, isn't it? What does Tracy Lawrence sing? Why am I drawing a blank on Tracy Lawrence? Oh, Lord. Here we go, yeah. What does Tracy Lawrence sing? Tracy Lawrence. I'm having a hard time coming up with Tracy Lawrence. Dang it, there's all the fish, and I've got to run right over the top of them because I got stuck. Time marches on. Time marches on. Time marches on. How does that go? Time marches on. Time marches on. When you think time's over, no, just marches on. Time is a relative thing. Watch it go by as a make a ding-a-ling. Let's see. Time marches on. Why do I not remember what that is? I'm drawing a blank on Tracy Lawrence. That just makes me mad. Why can I not remember Tracy Lawrence, y'all? Oh boy, there's a bunch of them right there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me get this in real quick. The fish that I'm after. There's one right at the boat. Right at the boat, fish. Look, look. Y'all see it? You can't lie when it's right there in front of the boat, y'all. It's a big old sucker. Oh, get in here, boy. It's a barracuda. It's a barracuda. Oh, it's a baby. It's a baby. Everybody, calm down. You did good. You did good, little fish, for something so out of your league. It's cute. Look at that. How cute. All right. I saw actually several of those right there together. Right there. There they are. Get ready. Get ready while I cast completely to the right of where I'm aiming. Now, those fish out there sitting, those are fish that want to eat. Did I say fish? Those are fish that want to eat right there, buddy. Them's the eating kind. There's one. There's another one. There's another one. I told you. Once they get fired up, oh, that one got off. Oh, doggone it. That one got off. Oh, it's about to get good, man. Once they get fired up, ho, 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 it's fired up. Let's go, fish. Let's go. Bam, it's right in front of their face. It's right there. Oh, they want it. They can't decide. Wait a minute, what happened? Wait a minute, sitting on my business. I love that I know the beat to every song on the planet. I know the words to maybe one song on the planet. Yes, it does. It gets really good right at dark in here. I could throw the Alabama rig maybe and have a little bit better luck. But boy, they're hitting this pretty good too. Main thing is stay with them. Don't lose them. See those right there? There's some right there, and I got to stay where they're at in general. My nose is running, y'all. The wheezies. I got the wheezies. Little Wheezy. Come on, little Wheezy. I know you hungry. Hang on, here we go. Get ready, get ready. Red Rover, Red Rover. Send Paul's Outdoor Academy over. Here we go. Right on a big school. Oh, geez, this is gonna be good. You guys know one of you want this. Come on, one of you. Come on now. It's getting a little bit darker, and I'm wondering if they would be able to see the Alabama rig better and maybe more inclined to hit that. Let me try this a couple more times. I would use my shallow water anchors, but I think the battery died. Start cooking, just waiting on him to quit fishing first. Oh, look at there. How can you quit fishing when you see that right in front of the boat? You can't. Here's a clue. You can't. You can't leave Paul's Outdoor Academy. Things are crazy up in here. Get ready. Oh, son, look at them. Look at them. Give me just a second. Oh, this is gonna get good right here, y'all. That is what I call catchable fish right there. Right there. Look at them. Oh, son. Oh, my goodness, son. It's getting ready to get crazy. That many fish. All it's going to take is one of them. Somebody got to be hungry. Come on, guys. Who's hungry? Oh. Oh, it's so close. Fried taters. Wait a minute. Oh, where did you guys go? Don't even. Oh, they're way over here. Hang on, I gotta turn the boat. Those things left. Dang, no tacos. You know what day it is? It's Taco Tuesday. All right, here we go. I'm looking at that school right there, and I'm very interested in that school. I'm hoping that that's bigger fish. That looks like small fish, though, to be honest. Wow, I came way out off where I'm normally fishing. Gee whiz, Paul. I think those are small now that I'm looking at those. Had chicken fajitas yesterday. Wow. Wow. Invite me much? Why, no. Chicken Fajita is my middle name. All right, I've gotten distracted. You can always eat tacos, especially if you have them. You can eat a taco anytime you have tacos. I'm getting back over here. I got way out of my area here. Exactly. Kimber says exactly. Exactly my point. I just didn't word it right. That's what I thought you meant. There's the school right there. Let's see if we can make one of these hit real quick. It's about to get dark on me. None of those were interested. I'm gonna have to go here shortly. It's getting dark. I'm gonna try to go up here one more time and find the ones that were actually feeding. I got way off of where the real good fishing was. I don't know how I did that so bad. Boy, I did though. I just got to find the right ones. That might be them out there. Let me see. Those could be good ones right there. Come on. I know one of you guys is hungry. Nope. Well, doggone. WG dirt bike sent clutch. Coming in clutch. Exactly my point. Okay, wait, right there. Right there. Oh, they're starting to line up on the bottom, man. It's getting ready to get good. The question is, can I make it happen before I gotta go? It's getting ready to get dark. Where'd you guys go? Right there. There's a group of them right there. Well, shoot. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid it is getting kind of dark. Send a thumbs up. Hello, thank you for the thumbs up. Any moment now, I'm just liable to catch fish. There's some. Well, I did catch 3. I've lost a couple. What'd I catch? 3 and lost 2, I think. Let's just see. I'm gonna have one more quick look around before I scoot-a-doodle out of here. I'm going to take one last look around, and then I think I'm going to have to scoot on out of here. If I could find some fish that were set up in the right kind of way. So far, I just don't There may be some right out there. I just don't see them really. Fluke Daddy. Bronze medal. Hey, I appreciate that. Man, I'm telling you what. I caught a few. I had a couple of schools that went by where I probably, if I could have sat still for a minute, probably could have capitalized on it a little bit more. I mean, there's a few, there's still some around. And the funny thing is, I know that the fishing will actually get better as the evening goes on, it seems like. I have a feeling some of these fish are starting to go way up shallow, and I'm not way shallow. Like right there, maybe that's one right there. Let's see. Fishing 44 MP, hello. You're just in time to see me catch my last fish. Oh, there is a group right there. If I could get them to hit, I think they're going to get away from me. The wind's blowing the boat everywhere. Wow. I thought I just might have had a fish. Was I in shallow water? Kind of felt like I had a hit right there just a second ago. Peace out. I appreciate it. Yes, I'm crazy. Thanks, Fluke Daddy, for watching. For all you do. For you being you. For tolerating this crazy, crazy man. Oh, there were some. Yeah, actually, I have fishing 44. I've lost a couple. I've caught 3, I think. I'm really, honestly, after big striper, we call them. The biggest thing I caught today was probably about a 2-pound stripe. I wish that I could have put at least one bigger one in here, but that's why they call it fishing and not catching, I guess. As much as I wish it was a little bit easier sometimes. If you can get these fish right here where I'm at fired up, you can put quite a few of them in the boat. Some of the people who've been on here a little bit longer saw there at one point a group got active out there in front of me, and I caught one, lost one, caught one. So it just depends. Bye, Fluke Daddy, see ya. And right now, it's getting fairly dark, and I'm gonna have to get out of here. I recently stayed out here till it was pitch black. I'm not gonna do that this evening. Wish I could find one more group for you all real quick, but just not seeing any. There's some right there, now that I say that. There's some right there. Man, I wish my shallow water anchors were working. Every time I find a group, I'm like fighting with everything in my boat. Come on, stay right there. That says 11.9. That's, I'm not that deep. I don't know why that says that. All right. Do I have a bait caster? I do. I have. I'm fishing with a spinning rod right at the moment. I'm throwing a jerk bait, which I'm almost always going to do on a spinning rod, and that's just what I'm comfortable with. I thought maybe I could pull one out of this shallow water. See, there's some right in front of the boat right here in pretty shallow water. I don't know if y'all can see them or not. They're only right there and about 25 feet out. See, that's some right there, maybe 30 feet out in front of the boat. Yeah, all right, it's getting late. I'm getting dark, dark, dark. Too dark to see, that's for sure. I see a whole group of them right there, but for whatever reason, they don't seem to be too interested in feeding, even though there's so many of them. I would think that'd be a pretty good catch right there, but they don't seem to be hitting. But yes, I do have a bait caster. I use that quite a bit, just not really using it today. I was actually throwing the Alabama rig a little bit earlier. Now that had my bait caster on it. All right, boys and girls, I appreciate you all watching. I really do. Every time you all watch my videos, I just really appreciate it. I know I'm crazy. I was singing some crazy songs earlier, and that's just me. Let me rotate the screen around and I'll give you all a proper goodbye. Thank you all so much for watching. I wish I could stay out here about 2 more hours and fish, but the thing is, it's getting really dark. I'm not crazy about being out on the water when it's real cold in the dark like this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make one last cast. I'm going to turn over here to where I had been getting some hits. I'm just going to do a quick look to see, is there anything out through there? I'm going to throw over there. And this will be it. Catch one or not. If there's anything in here that will show an interest, maybe I'll catch it. If not, we will get out of here. Thanks, Kimber, for all your comments, for watching. 44MP, I appreciate you joining. Now, see, every time I say I'm done, some of them start grouping up in a spot where I'm like, okay, wait a minute. If you'll stay right there, I can catch you. Hang on, let me see. Was he serious? He's gonna stay there, or what was he gonna do? What were you about to do, Mr. Fish? Okay, give me just a second. Well, I missed. It's a group of these that kind of lined up where I want them, but I kind of missed all of them. Bailey, I appreciate you. Let's see. This is my version of one last cast, one last cast. Gosh, it's windy. Woo! Yeah. I don't see any that I think are going to bite, so you got this. I appreciate it. well, there's quite a few of them in here right in front of the boat, but they don't, you know what, just out of curiosity. Nah, it's dark. I'm gonna go. I want to make one more cast because there's a bunch of them right here in front of the boat, but I'd be really tempted to see if they would hit a Alabama rig. Aye. There's quite a few of them now coming up here in shallower water in front of the boat, but I don't know what they want to hit when they're that shallow. If I had like a little Kitech on a jig head or something, that's going to do it. All right. Thank you all again. I'm going to throw one last cast because I cannot help it. I don't know why. I get so obsessed with these dang things when I think they're about to hit that I can't leave. All right, for real, this is the last cast. You should do another live sometime. You got this. I've been doing lives pretty often. I might do one this Friday if the weather holds like they say it's going to. They said that it's going to be not very windy, but pretty warm Friday. So there's at least a pretty good chance I'll come back here Friday. My problem is that I just can't put the dang fishing rod down to leave. And I know that it's misleading because you all are looking at my screen right now going, dude, it's not dark. What are you talking about? It's dark, trust me. My camera does an exceptional job of drawing light in. Well, shucks. Come on. Where are you guys? They're all up in the shallow water. Why did y'all all go shallow on me? It's really a shame. These fish turn on about 30 minutes before dark and they turn off about 5 minutes after dark. All right, seriously, gonna go. Thank you all so much again. I will come back hopefully Friday. We'll see how it goes. Thanks a ton. And peace out, everybody. God bless. Y'all have a good evening. Talk to you soon. Bye.